Why are you making a video?
Just because.
Excuse me, sir. Why are you videotaping in here?
You want to come over here? I'll tell you.
Can you tell him that he cannot?
Hey, sir. How you doing?
Where's Miss Rhonda?
What happened?
He's recording me.
So you're
Thanks.
recording the
Sir,
private
you don't
information,
have
you're gonna
to
be here.
move over
No, I'm
because
not-
I
I'm
have
not-
personal information.
That's what I told him,
Man.
but he don't
Please move
listen.
from this side.
Man, the onus isn't on me to protect that
I
information.
don't care.
Give me your ID, please.
Why do you need my
Give me
ID?
your ID. Come on here.
To make sure you are a journalist.
Come on here.
Are you
here,
a
sir.
He's
supervisor?
in charge here too.
Come
Okay.
here, sir.
So who do you work for?
Yes, come in here.
Who are you, sir?
Come in here, sir. If you're looking for, you want the jail.
You can't stand.
Let me just take a step back so I'm not like right in your face.
You take a step this way.
This area, please.
I'll move out there when I'm ready.
Don't worry, I got it. I got it.
Welcome back, Liberty Trollers. We are at the Florida Department of Children and Families in Orlando, Florida. It also says Family Resource Center. We're going to head on inside here in a second, exercise our First Amendment right to record in public, just staying within the publicly accessible areas, being respectful while we do it as well, not looking to try to get a rise out of anyone, but we do want organic reactions to make sure that they respect we the people, and of course, above all, honor our rights. Just says no food or drink allowed. There's quite a lot of people in here. Holy smokes. Created by a friendly reminder. Government is always watching we the people. Shouldn't have a problem with us recording them. Alright, so see the signs here, stop. It says do not lean or stand in this area. Please, all children must be supervised at all times. They've got quite a line here. They do have individual interview rooms to create privacy. There's another waiting room. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Looks like an office. Hey, how's it going? Got their Christmas decor up. Another camera. And then your restrooms. And they do have this appropriately marked as a restricted area beyond the cones. So we will not go through there. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Security. It's another camera. Alright, so if you're on the fast track, scan, ID, and authenticate, benefit letter. Some more interview rooms. And they got more interview or station rooms. And a locked door. All right, so we looked at the
Why are you making
perimeter.
a video?
Just because, for my own purposes. Can I help you with anything? Or?
Yeah, I just don't know why you're making it, so I'm just asking.
Oh, that's fine. You can ask. Yeah, I'm just making. Do you want to know the answer or no? All right. What was that? I can't make video? This might get interesting. So it says restricted area. I'm not sure what's restricted because you can go over there and over here. So
Excuse me, sir. Why are you videotaping in here?
you want to come over here? I'll tell you. So we're not hollering across the room.
Sure.
Hey, how's it going?
Fine.
Good. What's your name?
Cynthia.
I'm Zach. Nice to meet you, Cynthia.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
What can I do for you?
I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story.
You're doing what?
I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story.
No, you cannot videotape in here, honey.
It's a government building.
You cannot videotape in here, sir.
I can, respectfully.
Can you tell him that he cannot have that?
Hey, sir. How you doing?
Where's Miss Rhonda?
What happened?
He's recording me.
Why are you recording?
I was just explaining to her I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story. Who are you, sir? I'm sorry.
I'm in the office in charge over here.
Okay. Yeah. Nice to meet you. What's your first name? I'll tell you mine.
You don't need to know my name. I
Okay.
don't need yours. I just need the purpose you're here.
I don't need to give you a purpose, sir.
Yeah, you need to get a purpose, so you got to come back outside.
I
You
have-
cannot
I have-
remain in the office if you don't have any
I have
purpose.
business. I do have business.
Huh?
Who's Mike?
Mike is coming?
Okay.
He's the boss here.
Is he your supervisor?
No.
Or he's the boss of the building?
He's the boss of the
Okay,
building.
sure. I'll talk to whoever. That's fine.
Can you wait him in the front, please? You're going to stay in this area.
Is it restricted?
Not restricted. It's a private information for clients that you cannot be here.
Oh, I have
And
no
you're
intention.
recording it.
I have no
And
intention.
the computers are there too, they got information for private people.
I'm not getting any private information,
Can
sir.
you wait at the door, please?
No, I won't. I'll wait for Mike here.
You gotta wait for Mike on
What,
the front door.
what's your name, sir?
Don't need to know my name.
Well,
I'm in charge here. You
I
work
don't
here?
need to go over there.
You work here?
I pay taxes here.
It doesn't matter you pay taxes.
Yes, it
doesn't
does.
mean anything here.
Yes, it does.
Nope.
This is a public building, sir.
This is the DC office. That's a
Oh,
government
excuse me. Go ahead.
building.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's a government building.
Yeah, which means public.
So, no, it's not public.
Yeah. Yes, it
You
is.
can go there. This area, from there, is public. Here is private.
Would you put money on that?
Yeah.
Bet it. Okay. Well,
Not
how much?
mine.
How
I
much?
can put yours.
How much do you want to
I
bet?
can put yours.
I'll bet
Come on.
money. I'll bet money. I bet you $100. $100 that I'm right.
Can you go to the door?
This is a public building, sir.
Can you go to the door, sir?
You seemed nice enough when you came up. We'll start over.
No, it's nice.
So this is okay. So this is a public building. I know what I'm doing. I'm an independent journalist. I do this
You're
all the
in the
time.
office, but you're not supposed to be inside the office if you don't have any purpose here.
I do have a purpose here.
What is the purpose? You
I
come
mean,
here for benefits?
I'll tell you. You ready? I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity. Taking pictures and video has been deemed by the Supreme Court as official business, legitimate business. I know what I'm doing. This is journalism.
You
This,
got
this
any-
is
you got any
news
business inside
gathering.
the building?
Yes.
What business?
Taking pictures and video, sir.
You don't have to be here. Because the only people inside this office,
I'm
they got a
only
purpose to come into benefits.
so if this were a private building, I would not be allowed to come here and take pictures. Like if you came up to me, this is private, and you say, hey, you can't be here taking pictures, I'd have to leave, or I can be legally arrested, right? But if it's public, it's different. Public and private is different. So, and only in public
So
buildings.
you're recording the
Sir,
private
you
information,
don't
you're gonna
have
be
to
here.
move over
No, I'm
because
not- I'm
I have
not-
personal information.
That's
over
what I
here.
told him,
Man.
but he don't
Please move
listen.
from this side,
Man, the
please.
onus isn't on me to protect that
I don't
information.
care. My job is to protect my
We
client's
gotta move
Yeah.
the
information.
citizen
You
from
need
here.
to move.
Man, we were doing fine in the beginning. I'm
But
just,
I'm saying you need to
Leave
move.
where
I
you're
have
going.
personal
Come here.
information right here.
I'm not getting in there.
there.
It's not illegal
I
to get.
need you to move over, please.
I'm not
sir.
gonna move over, man.
You gotta move it.
Okay, you gotta move over because her system
Who's
is right there.
Who's Mike?
Mike is our manager.
Is he here?
Okay, so,
Someone said Mike is on the way.
okay, yes, but you still can't stay right here because her computer is right
I'm sorry.
there.
What's your name, man?
My name is Patricia.
Patricia. Nice to meet you. I'm
Nice
Zach.
to meet you. Nice to meet you, Zach. But however, you can move over because we do have people information on the system.
I'm not
We
getting.
cannot allow
I have
you
no
to.
interest in that information, man.
But still, but if you cameras directed this way, you will get some her information.
I'm not pointing it that way. But
Okay,
even
so
if
you
I
can
did,
keep it, that's
but
fine.
but
He said
man,
he's,
but Patricia, you said right.
journalist and he's-
So here's the thing. The onus is on the government employees to protect that information. information, there's ways to create your own privacy. So if I can see it from public, so basically whatever you can see from public, you can't trespass the eyes, right? So whatever the eyes are allowed to see, also the camera lens, that's just law in a public building, not private, but public building. So we're in a government building right now, which is taxpayer funded, which means it's public. There's services provided for the public here. So I'm just engaged in Constitution protected activity, staying within the publicly accessible areas, seeing all that I can see.
Okay, that's fine. But
So no one can tell me to not, to look a certain way. Because even if I didn't have a camera,
Well-
I could have a photographic memory. I could have notes, taking notes.
But however, for HIPAA reasons, we cannot have you stand where her computer
So
is
HIPAA,
at.
yeah,
So
so-
you can kind of move. It doesn't matter where you move.
Right,
You
so
can have- if you stand right here, so for example.
So let me address that,
For
yeah.
example, you see where you're standing at? You can clearly see her computer, and there's people information.
I just see a black
So
screen.
we can, well, right now it's a black screen because you have to lock it because you're standing right there recording, and
you're
we cannot
wearing,
have that.
black glasses,
That's
so
what
we
we
don't
just
know
ask
if
you
you
to
see it.
move a little so you won't have access to that. That's all.
Well, here's the thing. It's not
But we
illegal.
cannot, we cannot stop you from recording. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want to record, but however, because of privacy, you cannot.
I understand. I understand respectfully, man. I understand what you're saying.
Sir, I have a question. You have your ID, please?
ID. You want my ID?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Who
okay.
are you, sir?
I'm permit for your ID, sir. I'm permit.
You are who?
Permit for your ID. Give
Are
me
you
your
law
ID.
enforcement, sir, or are you just?
Give
Are
me
you,
your ID, please.
why do you need my
Give me
ID?
your ID. Come on here.
To make sure you are a journalist.
Come on here.
Are you a
He's
supervisor?
in charge here too.
Okay.
Come here, sir.
So what? Who do you work for?
Yes, come in here.
Who are you, sir?
Come in here, sir.
I don't know who you are.
Come in here, sir. You come here.
Go ahead, ma'am. You're fine.
You come here, sir. You all the private information.
I'm not getting any public information, sir.
That's all
You
information.
call Michael?
That's not against.
Michael?
That's not against the
go,
law.
Sir,
That's not against the law. What's against the law is what you do with that
It's against
information.
the law to violate the privacy for the client.
There is no expectation of privacy in public.
No, you're violating
That's
because
case
you
law.
listen. Conversation, you got a black glasses. I don't know if you're watching the screen.
And we're
Black
That's the second
black
one.
glasses.
Yeah, and then you don't want to show your ID here.
So this is what I'm wearing.
You're wearing black
can you
glasses.
move-
Okay.
Sir, can you move that one here, please?
I'm not
You
gonna.
move-
I'm
you
not gonna.
move-
I'm not gonna
Can
take
you
your
move it to the
directives.
corner,
You
please?
move the here.
I don't know who you are.
You move that
Is
here,
this
sir.
the officer
You move
in
it
charge here?
You guys are both recording, correct?
You move
Yeah,
it.
okay.
It's
We're both
recording.
recording.
It's recording. You move it here, please.
So
I
who
don't
do,
like you using the four. If you need a four,
Well,
I use it like four.
I don't like that you're standing in front of me.
Four. If you need a four, you go in the jail. Okay? I don't care you.
Because
Who-
you don't
who
listen
are
to an
you?
Hey,
officer.
hey,
Are you security?
sir, I have any proof for any information. That is private for me
Enforcement
and the
Is he
okay?
is he security?
We
Okay.
are enforcement officers.
Okay, sir. Go out, sir, please. Go
Call,
out, please, sir.
you can call the police
Sir,
if you
and
want.
call the police and call the jail. You want the jail.
Go ahead and call the police.
Okay? You move it here, sir.
I'm not moving, sir.
You need to move the sir.
What law am I violating?
You're violent, okay? Okay, you're violent right now.
You see, I know what I'm
I tell
doing.
you nicely, you don't move.
You can tell I'm not nervous at all, right? I know exactly what I'm doing.
No, you don't know what exactly you're doing because
I've been through this yesterday.
You listen to private property.
Yesterday, I was on public
private
property doing the
information,
same
not
exact
property,
thing.
Information.
I'm not
You're
getting.
listening.
It's not against the law to get private
It's
information.
against the
anyway.
law to
No,
listen
it's
confirmation.
not. No, it's not.
Yes.
Excuse me. Go ahead. You're good.
Go ahead. Man.
Thank you.
It's against the law
It's not against
because
the law.
you don't need to listen what they're talking.
Okay. Well, anyone
So
can.
that's a
Anyone.
violation.
Anyone can listen. Anybody can walk through here and take
No,
notes.
I don't need to listen what they're talking with them.
Okay. Well, you're just going in
But the social
circles.
worker,
But you're not.
and I don't listen.
I understand what you're saying, but you're not understanding me, though. I don't think you're trying to listen to what I'm trying to tell you, respectfully. Okay. I mean, I pretty much already addressed that. Are you guys like what kind of police? So you work for Centuron. So you're with the security. You guys were security. You guys are not law enforcement.
No, we enforcement officers. We work for.
How do you pronounce that? Centurion?
Yeah,
Okay. And what's your name, sir? Just your first name?
Frank.
Frank. Nice to meet you. I'm Zach.
What's your name?
I'm Zach.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. I give what I get. You know, I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time.
No, you give me a hard time because we tell you to move it there, so you don't listen to the conversation they have with the clients. and you still standing there.
Sir, I have no interest in that. I'm not filming myself committing a crime.
No, listen what they think.
That would be
You
stupid.
can tell me what you think, but it doesn't mean I believe you what you think.
That's fine. We don't know each other. That's fair enough.
Exactly.
That's fair enough. That's why we have laws.
This is the manager here.
Oh, how you doing,
can't
sir?
record personal information.
Are you Mike?
Yes, I
Hey,
am.
Mike. I'm Zach. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
But you can't look at, you can't stand
Let me just
here.
take a
This-
step back so I'm not like right in your
No,
face.
You take a step this way.
Well,
Personal information
so,
right there.
so here's the thing. I'm an independent journalist.
understand that.
I'm gathering content for a story. This is public. This is government building, so which means it's public. So I was just explaining to these gentlemen that,
information
yeah, I'm not
It's
going.
not public.
Well, they're in public, sir, which means there's no expectation of privacy in public.
Yeah,
Respectfully.
I understand it, but you're
That's case law.
actively looking at their
I'm actually not
numbers.
looking at their stuff, but that's not against the law anyway.
But it
I have
is.
no interest in that, sir. I have no intentions getting anyone's private information.
Then why are you standing right here?
Well, because they stopped me over here and they're giving me
No, I don't
directives.
stop you. You was standing there.
I was, but we met over here and they're giving me directives to go over there, and I'm not going to obey directives, especially if I know I'm in the
You're
right.
supposed to obey an officer.
You guys are security.
Officer.
It's okay, don't matter.
But even if an officer were to tell me to move, I still
It's
wouldn't move.
security don't matter. It don't matter. It's a protection
But sir,
for the building.
the onus is on the public employees to protect that information, which I have no interest in getting. Even if I were to get that information, it's what you do with that information. If you have nefarious purposes for that information and you actually exercise that, that's against the law. But I'm not engaged in any sort of nefarious purposes, or I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not recording myself breaking the law. That'd be absolutely absurd.
Did you get everything you needed?
No, I just got here. I won't be here all day, I'll tell you that. But I guarantee you I'm not going to create any problems for you guys. I don't need any help. Just, I guess, their names. I mean, he identified himself. What was your name, Frank? Frank, right? I'm
You don't
terrible.
need to know my name. That's all.
And he did not identify himself, though. I'd like his name.
We don't need to. The way you acted, dude.
I'm being cordial. Have I not
No,
been?
you don't
I've been. We've disagreed, right? But I've been respectful, right? You agree? I'm respectful. What is this?
There's your contact information for the agency.
So you guys do public records, which means you're a public building. Only public
And you're
buildings
recording
can.
private information too, so.
I'm not recording private information,
you
but I
better-
told you, even if I.
Because they're talking and you're recording audio.
Well, then
So that's recording.
there's something
all
called-
the people's been doing. You got it in there.
There's something
So
called
it's good.
creating your own
That's
privacy.
not a violation.
It's not.
I'm wrong.
It's not against the
It's
law,
a
like I
violation
said.
if you know.
So yeah, we're not gonna have any issues. You're not gonna have any issues for me, I guarantee it. But I'm just gonna walk around, continue to get my pictures and video. I'm not gonna, do anything nefarious or whatever. I looked at all the restricted area signs, so I'm not going in those areas. So we're good there. Anything else y'all need from me? All right.
You can do it.
All right.
Doesn't bother me. I like the camera.
All right.
You
So.
cannot area, sir. In that area is private. You cannot.
So what's so special about that area? I mean, there's just an open area where everyone. Where? Over
You
there?
don't want the people know where you live and when you're dreaming or when you're sleeping or when you're eating, right?
Well, if I'm in public, I don't have any expectation of privacy, reasonably.
That's the reason you listen there.
That's why y'all should have signs or create your own privacy in advance, because you can't trespass the eyes. Whatever the eyes can see, the lens can also look at. It's called plain view doctrine. Whatever I can see in plain view, you're allowed to, you can't trespass
Are
that.
you viewing what you need to?
No, I'm not done. I understand you don't want an issue, and I'm not going to give you an issue, okay?
Okay.
But I'm going to be able to have to be able to freely, move without any sort of restrictions.
Just not looking at these monitors. That's all
Well,
I'm
I
saying.
can point the camera over there. That's not against the law, sir. I'm not here to, trust me, I'm not here to get anybody's information. Even if I did, I'm not going to, sell on the black market or anything like that. I'm not silly.
This is information that these clients are trusting us to keep confidential to protect them.
Sure.
So
Maybe
that's
after
all we're doing.
maybe after today, you guys can get something to put here to block that,
Sure.
create your own privacy. You guys are allowed to do that. What you're not allowed to do, though, is restrict other people's rights because you guys don't have the proper measures in place to protect that
Are
information.
we restricting them?
No, not right now. No.
Okay. So,
I mean,
but you keep saying
he
that,
said I
but
was
we're
going,
not doing
but
it.
he said I was going to be arrested. Is it
I'm not
is
telling you
it
arrested.
toy rack?
Only telling to you, give me the ID, please.
He's asking for my ID, but in order to ask for ID, you have to be committing a crime, which there's no crime
I'm
being.
proof. They're telling to you, give me, I see your ID. I'm proof.
What crime?
I'm proof for
What
the
crime?
government.
What
For
crime
the
am I
government.
committing, sir?
I need it.
See, he wants to escalate it.
I
You
need-
seem like you want to de-escalate it.
Okay.
Do you want to tell him to stand down?
Security or no security? I'm ordering for the government. I'm pull out for the.
I can barely understand what you're
Yeah.
saying. I know you want my
I'm pull
ID,
out for the
but you
officer.
still haven't identified yourself. I don't know if
No, I'm
you're
not
security or law enforcement. I don't know what you
It
are.
don't care about.
It
don't
does
care about.
matter, 'cause
It
I don't just
it
take
don't
directives
matter.
from
It don't
anybody.
matter. I'm proof. Okay. I'm proof.
Your proof?
I'm proof. Yes.
Proof of what?
Don't-
Education proof?
That's all. He's not gonna.
I'm not
aim the
being a
camera over
nuisance.
here.
I'm not.
That's fine.
I mean, I can.
Okay.
I can aim my camera wherever I want, as long as I don't go physically into those areas I'm not supposed to go in.
Let me move this area, please.
I'll move out there when I'm ready.
Don't worry, I got it. I got it.
So you're what, the general manager or building manager? Is that like the capacity you work here? You're like the head honcho.
I'm over the storefront. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I see how you got to your position. You seem to be calm and collected. I appreciate that. Yeah.
We have a lot of work to do here, so.
Yeah. So I would take that recommendation, man. I don't want your private information to get out there. I'm actually partly the reason why I'm here is to make sure that see what holes you guys have in this facility. You guys need to put something.
Yes, ma'am.
Not long ago she had a stroke. Can you give her a chance?
Say
She
again?
can stand up too long.
Say again?
The lady can stand up too long.
Who?
This lady, she had a stroke. Not long ago she can stand up too long. Can you move down a little bit, please?
You want me to move down here?
Yes, please.
Oh, I'm not going to be in her way, I promise. I'll help her get over there if she needs help. I don't need...
No, you can stand up.
I'm not in anybody's way. So you guys just relocated, right, from another location? Because I was at the big building where they have the child support. They have child support services. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Were you guys over there?
Downtown?
Downtown area, yeah, downtown Orlando.
Yeah. We have offices in different locations, but so you were over there downtown today?
No, not today. Probably a couple weeks ago.
Non, parce que li gen tout droit li pou fè sa la fè.
Are they trained to identify themselves when the employees here? Like if a member of the public, no matter what the reason, if they say, hey, as long as they're not disrupting business, say, hey, can I get your name? Are they trained to provide their first name?
You see this crowd? They're just trying to get that crowd.
Yeah, I know.
taken care
I'm not stopping them. I was minding my own business, and then she was asking me what I was doing. As I was answering her, she just rudely walks away, and then she starts getting loud. I mean, at first she was okay, but then she got loud, and that brought security over here, and then I had to educate security, and then now you're here, and we're just, here we are. But legally speaking, man, the way it works in public, it's different than private. A lot of people get those confused. And I'm telling you, like, you guys should create your own privacy right here so that people cannot accidentally or purposely obtain that private information. But just remember, even if they do, the onus, the responsibility is not on the members of the public to keep that information safe. It's on you guys. But you have to do it in a way that doesn't trample on someone else's rights. So I know. So what you're trying to do, you're trying to protect that information, but you're trying to do it by making me move over here or try to violate my rights, even though you're not doing it in a mean way, or it may not be your intention. But I'm just telling you you have to find another way to do it by proactively taking action to cover that.
I'm not keeping you from standing anywhere.
No, you're not. Yeah.
That's okay.
We don't mind you, whatever you
Yeah,
want, but
pictures have been real nice.
She needs
Yeah.
to work, so you cannot stay where you were.
Well, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. I can. Respectfully, I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm trying to educate. And I was telling him, you guys should put like a screen or something here that protects that information. Maybe turn the computers in one direction and maybe make it where people cannot go back here. They only have to go one direction. So that way, because anyone can get that information.
And as you can see, a lot of people are waiting to be serviced.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if your camera is facing this way, then it might get other people's
Well-
information. So we're not telling you not to record. That's all right. But however, not facing the screen because we still gotta get all these people serviced. That's all we're saying.
Well, my purpose here, one of the purposes is to observe my government employees in the course of their duties. So while they're working, I'm here to observe them, make sure that...
No, but you cannot record.
Well,
you cannot record
Patricia,
their
I
screen.
can. I'm trying to be as nice as
Their
possible.
screen. And we are trying to be as nice
I know you
as
are. I'm
possible
trying to
as
disagree
well.
without coming across as giving you a hard time, but I'm just telling you that it's
Not their
I
screen,
can.
not people's personal information. You are
No,
recording.
that's not what I'm
You
doing
can't
though.
do that.
You're confusing the two. I
If your
can.
camera's facing her screen, that's what I'm just trying to get you to
Yeah,
see.
I'm not zooming in on it, but here's the thing. Even if I did, it's not against the law. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Not people's information. Not
It's not. But I would hope that you guys. Yeah, but I would want you guys to have the proper measures in place to keep that information safe. because I can see it from, if I can see it from public, that's not on me. It's on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You guys can create your own privacy. Or get one of those tinted screens that make it harder to see from all angles but one angle, you know what I'm saying? I know certain DMVs have that measure in place. So. All right, I'm gonna go this way now. All right, this is just like a big waiting room. So basically, the rights, I brought up rights to you earlier. So basically, I'm referring to the First Amendment of the United States. So that's you got. So when you hear First Amendment, like, what do you think about? Like, what comes to mind? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
See, this is kind of the reason why I said
we'll stay on this side. So, what comes to mind when you hear First Amendment? Like, what am I doing right now?
Is that your goal to quiz me, or
no? It's just because you're following me around. I don't mean that in a condescending way, but essentially you're kind of babysitting me or keeping an eye on me, watchful eye. That's fine. You have a right to do that. I'm just saying. So while we're standing here talking, what I'm engaged in, I'm just giving you more information. So what I'm doing is I'm engaged in freedom of press rights, which is taking pictures and video in public. And so since this is public, hence that, here I am. So it's one of those things, like, if you don't exercise your rights, they tend to go away, and we're seeing more and more these days. we're seeing public buildings trying to shut the people out or trample on our rights, and it's always in the name of private information. But trust me, everywhere I go, it's always about private information, no matter where you stand. Even if I was standing like over there, it would still be all about that. But our government should have that mentality that they're here to serve the people and uphold our rights above anything else. Respect second, but first honor our rights. That's like the number one thing that government officials, public servants, and when I say public servant, I mean, like, it's an honor to serve the public, so I appreciate your service, serving the public. You're not giving me too much of a hard time, so I appreciate that. I would just educate them.
Get a little nervous. We have a lot of folks that are from different areas, so they're probably not used to that.
Sure, and there's cameras everywhere, man. Like, and we're desensitized to that, but they're not desensitized quite yet with people walking around with a camera. And so that's another reason why I do this. It kind of helps desensitize that. We live in the 21st century. There's cameras everywhere. Everyone's got social media and is walking around with cameras. We all have cameras in our pockets. Besides, any member of the public can pull that camera footage off of those cameras that are hanging on the ceiling. Right? A lot of people don't know that, but I could FOIA request that through a public records request. Like, I can put one in here now with you guys and give it to you verbally. You can write it down, submit it to the appropriate person. I can get the footage without question, and I could use it for whatever purpose I want. So that begs the question, like, what's the big deal about another camera that I'm holding in my hand? You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's a difference between a camera in a corner.
Well, look, do you have
in front of you?
Do you have cameras up here? Okay, no, you don't have any cameras, but you do have a camera like down there, see? And it's pointed this way. I don't know if it can still see over here or not, but
If you need anything, let me know, okay?
Okay, Mike, nice to meet you. Have a good one. All right, let's go through this area here. See, they could just put these signs in areas where they don't have services for the public, or just do a better job covering our private information. Excuse me. Please do not enter the office until your number is called. So they know now, right? What's his name again? I forgot. Is it Frank?
No, my name is Vladimir.
Vladimir. Okay, sorry, I'm terrible with names.
You?
I'm Zach.
Zach.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
I just tell you to move a little forward here.
Yeah, I get it.
You can record the whole thing. The thing is, mostly all these people come outside right now and they tell me, why this guy is recording us? I
Sure.
say, no, he's not recording you.
Well, yeah, they're just getting it.
Because I know your purpose.
Yeah.
The same like I mine. I just tell you to move a little back because they.
Okay, so
talking
we're
about
on the
information.
same page.
And you're
You
recording.
were just asking me to move from that area, but
Yeah, just from that area.
that's what you were doing. Yeah,
I
that's
don't
fine.
leave you go.
Yeah,
can record it.
and here's the thing.
I like the camera.
I'm about to leave, but I want to say one more thing. So,
So-
so for future reference, if you get any other auditors or anybody else coming in here taking pictures and video, technically they can film even over there.
no, I
and,
know that.
And they can point the cameras exactly where I was pointing it.
I know
I could
that.
I could even do this and put it
No,
above.
I know that. But
Yeah, but I'm
people-
saying you can't tell them
You
not
gotta
to do-
respect them.
Well,
Because some of them, they don't give a damn. You got the right to do it. They're gonna kick your ass and then put you out back. And you know that. You know that happens. I got friends that do this.
yeah,
That's the reason I tell you just a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
From there.
Yeah.
That's it.
all right.
Mine.
I'm gonna head out here shortly. It was nice to meet you.
Hey, same to you, man.
All right, man. Have a good one. You too. All right, man. I'm gonna head out. So it's nice to meet you, Mike. Just make sure they all know, the ladies. If next time if somebody comes in here, take some pictures and video, just educate them that they do have a right to do that. They can't, say you can't do that. They can ask, like, please don't point your camera this way, but they can't. It's not enforceable, is what I'm trying to say. So, but I do appreciate you being professional.
No worries, man.
All right, thanks,
Have a
Mike.
good one.
You too, sir. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Got a block.
Question for you, sir. Did you call the police, sir? Looks like he might be calling someone. Even if the police are coming, I don't think Mike is they're not gonna do anything about it, so I'll hang around for a few minutes.
You look familiar.
Yeah? Where you seeing me at?
I don't know.
Look me up on YouTube. It's Liberty Troll.
Liberty Troll? All
Yeah.
right.
Take it easy, man. All right, Liberty Trollers, we're just now leaving the Florida Department of Children and Families. Started off a little bit rocky. A couple of the female employees here were very curious as to what I was doing in their filming. When I went to explain what I was doing and answering their questions, they just walked away. As you can see, they weren't really interested in what I was doing. They just wanted me to stop, and they wanted me to stop fast. Security came over a little hot, especially the gentleman. I could barely understand a word that was coming out of his mouth, but he claimed he was law enforcement, was claiming that he could arrest me, from what I could gather, and he refused to identify himself. He was also demanding for my ID, which he's not allowed to do unless I'm committing a crime, assuming he was law enforcement anyway. It's a very strange interaction, but when Mike, the building manager, I believe is his title, came to the scene, he was also kind of engaged in giving me some directives like some of the other employees, but as you can see, we did not budge. We were able to communicate effectively with Mike. He was a reasonable guy. He did come around and you know, he never did ask me to leave. He never did get like, you know, too hostile or anything like that. He was pretty cordial for the most part, especially, you know, after the first moments of interaction. So if you're watching this, Mike, appreciate your professionalism and keeping an open mind. I'm confident that perhaps the next auditor who comes by won't be walking into as much of a beehive as I did. I mean, it wasn't the worst audit ever, but you know, they did come in, some of the people did come in a little hot or rude anyway, but I do believe we got our education across. The cops haven't showed, so we're going to head out here shortly. Hope you learned something, or at least this was entertaining for you. I do try to keep these respectful, so you know, whatever happens, happens. I'm not trying to force anything to happen. But thank you for watching my videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.